Congresswoman Giffords was an incredibly gifted legislator. She still is. She's one of the nicest human beings that has ever been planted on this earth. She's not only brilliant, she's works from dawn till dawn, basically, and she cares what really happens in this country. She's not about Democrats or Republicans. She's not about politics. All she cares about is the United States of America. And today, I want to tell you, I hope that all Americans are saddened and as shocked as we are. And I hope that some of them, or most of them, are as angry as I am and as a lot of us are. And I think it's time as a country that we need to do a little soul searching, because I think it's the vitriolic rhetoric that we hear day in and day out from people in the radio business and some people in the TV business, and what we see on TV and how our youngsters are being raised, that this has not become the nice United States of America that most of us grew up in. And I think it's time that we do the soul searching. Two brave individuals at this crime scene tackled the suspect, who is a white male, 22 years old, and at this point we're not able to divulge his name. He has kind of a troubled past, I can tell you that. And we're not convinced that he acted alone. There's some reason to believe that he came to this location with another individual. And there's reason to believe that the other individual in some way be involved. I know all that does is pique your curiosity and you'll have a million questions, but based on the advice of legal counsel, we're not going to be able to give you any more information on that. As much as we would like to find this person, and we have pictures of him, at some point in the near future, hopefully, we'll be allowed to provide the public with that. At this point, I'm going to turn the microphone over to Nathan Gray, the FBI SAC for Arizona. And I'd like to thank all of the federal agencies, all of the public safety agencies, the fire, the police, the medical people that have responded to this in just incredible professional fashion. We're overwhelmed by the professionalism exhibited by all of the agencies involved to come together to work this very, very sad case. Thank you. I can tell you that there are 19 victims in this case, 5 of whom are dead, one including a 9-year-old girl. 6? We now have 6 deceased?
There were 6 deceased.
Okay. I think you all heard that we have 6 victims who are deceased. So if you have any questions at this point, we'll try to answer them as best we can, but keep in mind, as SAC Gray stated, it's very difficult for us to talk about evidentiary issues at this point. We have federal crimes involved and we have state crimes involved, and we have legal experts providing us with the guidance that we need at this point, but to talk about specifics is going to be very difficult. But if you have any questions, yes, sir.
Do you believe that Congresswoman Giffords was actually the target? Was she the first person shot?
I don't know the answer to the question about was she the first person shot. But I think, yes, she was the target.
Has she been receiving threats recently?
Well, I'm not aware of any public officials that have not been receiving threats. She had 2 very unfortunate incidents occur during a very vitriolic campaign that just occurred. She had one situation where someone in a very angry audience dropped a weapon out of their pants. She had an incident around the same time where windows were broken out of her headquarters. We understand that at her headquarters right now, at Swan and Pima, that there's a suspicious package that's being investigated.
Can you say anything about the possible motive for this, if indeed she was the target?
Well, I can tell you this, that the 22-year-old individual does have a criminal background, and there are reports that he was a Pima College student and that there had been some difficulties with him. But again, I'd just like to say that when you look at unbalanced people, how they respond to the vitriol that comes out of certain mouths about tearing down the government, the anger, the hatred, the bigotry that goes on in this country is getting to be outrageous. And unfortunately, Arizona, I think, has become sort of the capital. We have become the Mecca for prejudice and bigotry.
So is this related to...
We've answered all the questions that we're going to answer for now, but we will be available tomorrow morning, probably at the Pima County Sheriff's Department, to provide you with any additional, just a second, with any additional information that we have.
Are you planning another conference here?
No.
Will Dr. Carmona be making a statement tonight?
Dr. Carmona is here to answer any questions you may have about medical issues in this case. And he can come to the microphone now. But let me just say one thing, because people tend to poo-poo this business about all the vitriol that we hear inflaming the American public by people who make a living off of doing that. That may be free speech, but it's not without consequences.
How did you say people? We don't